Welcome into Farming Simulator 25 with me, the Midlife Simster. Thanks for joining me at Riverbend Springs for episode number 2 in our Survival Roleplay / Let's Play series. Still in August. In the last episode, we turned up, bought our very picturesque little property. Turned out to be not quite as picturesque as we'd hoped. However, still quite a successful first sort of stint in the area for our little our arrival. Yeah, property is in great, but cleared a bit of the land away now. We've got a brand new tractor and trailer. We've got the Merlot over there on lease. The One Careful Owner International up there, ticking over nicely for us. So need to remove this rock. That's going to be not priority, but sooner rather than later. Took away that tree that was kind of coming into contact with the house there, just to hopefully protect it from any high winds and any further damage, because yeah, it ain't pretty already. Let's get out a third person. Need to get ourselves a stump remover. So when we do the rock, I can also buy the grinder, and we'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that stumper there. But basically, we've got ourselves a nice little path now that comes through the bush there, out onto the path that'll lead us down onto the field. So, a couple of options in terms of which way we want to kind of access the. To call it the farm is wrong. To access the home, I'm gonna say, because I don't think we're ever going to be able to turn this into a proper yard of any sort. I mean, we may do if I could like landscape that would give us a little bit of play for space. And we do have all of this over here. Now what I'd like to do is put some sort of animal in over here. But yeah, that's for the future. We have a contract to do. I think it was Walter's contract we took out. Got some random chunks of wood in the boot there at some point. I'll launch them. For whatever reason, those chunks, I could not get through the chipper. They just would not go through. They just kept getting sort of stuck at the point that they should be turned into chips. So, don't know why that was. You'll have to excuse me. I'm proper full of cold. You can hear it, and I'm having to swallow. And I'm hoping it's not coming through the mic, but it might be. And if it is, it's disgusting. I'm really sorry. Genuinely, very, very sorry. Let me just go through where else our finances. What did we do? So 39,000, just under 40,000 basically for the wood chips. It's a shame because that's 120 if it is the case that it's 3 times better off later in the year. But we need the money now. There's no two ways about that. So, oh, dude, take your time, man. Don't rush on my part. I'd like to have a little proper drive around the town at some point and sort of get my bearings. But I'm hoping. Oh, there's another general groceries and general wares for there. There's the firehouse. Cool. Drove past all this a bit too quick, really, didn't I, earlier? So what's that there? Nearly collided with that sign. Another cornfield. Gotta love it. Love to see it in America. Anyway, so yeah, last episode, took down those couple of trees. Where am I? I thought I was on the main road. I'm going back past our farm, aren't I? Oh. That's our farm. That's my house. Okay, well, we're going the scenic route, that's fine. It's, yeah, I wanted to have a little look around anyway, so no problem at all. Yeah, last episode managed to obviously get rid of those trees. It was a lot of work to just delimb them. Then it's worth it because it gives you so much in the way of wood chips, but it just takes a lot of time. Now it's not. For the series, I'm not going to expect you guys to watch me doing that. It would be boring as sin, and a speed cut would be really difficult because it would just be jumping all over the place. But I'm not also just going to waste that opportunity to get that money, because this series is going to be a bit tough, I think, to to kind of get the money, especially if I'm not going to do what we did on our last series. So, you know, like the easy thing right now with that 53,000 would be to put in a greenhouse. Clearly, it's such an easy way to make money. And I think that's the case. And this is in reference. There was someone who commented on one of my earlier videos. Oh dear. You know, saying like, oh, content creators, they only ever play on easy and medium. It's not impressive. You're not making loads of money. It would be impressive if you were on doing that on hard. And that's, you know, that's fair enough. And it's always each to their own. The point I was kind of making with that episode was that the greenhouse is such an effective way to make money for very little, isn't it? You know, it's initial outlay, and all it needs is water. That's all we're doing, and it's giving us. It pays itself off within tenfold, you know, within no time at all. So it's train. That would be an easy thing for us to do right now, but I kind of want to do, you know, try and be a bit different from the Hutan Pantai series. So that's at least the plan. Come on, the train's gone. Right, let's get into the shop area. Walter said he'd left us the equipment we would need to do his fields for him. Intrigued to see what he's got. My understanding is he's pretty wealthy, and that's why he's just willing to pay good money to people to come and do the work for him, because he just can at this point. He doesn't really care. And yeah, based on the size of that equipment, I'd say he probably is pretty well off. Wowzers, this is going to be cool. Maybe I should have told him I used to work in an office and I haven't really got much experience with farming equipment, but hey ho, give it a go. Right. Big old case tractor, this one. Puts our Deutschfahrt to shame, really. Right, let's have a look at the map. So, if we come out of here, can I just go? Got a couple of ways we can get to it. Around the back of whatever that is across from us. It looks like the animal dealership, I think it was. We spotted it earlier, yeah. Okay, so if I do a sort of left and a right at some point. No. Oops, what have I pressed now? No one tell Walter. In terms of contracts in this series, breaking the... What do they call it? Is it breaking the third wall? I don't know. But anyway, in terms of contracts for this series, I'm gonna try not to use a worker for contract working. If we take a contract, I'll do it. But I'm not opposed to then using a worker for our farm, if that makes sense. Sort of, that's the sort of rule I'm going to set myself on that one. I know I'm, in general, hey horsies, I'm going to be quite happy to, you know, take advantage of the game, as I said before, where we can. But at the same time, I want it to be somewhat of a close to a survival roleplay, as if we are on our own out here. So, right, drop that down. Okay, no AI worker, thank you. So we're going to do 2 headlands, are we? All right, cool. Let's go. Great bit of kit, this. Massive thing, isn't it? Right, plan for today's episode. So we've got ourselves sorted at the farm. We've made our little path. I've sent the wood chipper back. Axel, one of the guys basically from the shop, came and picked that up for us. So that was kind of him. So that's all gone back now. We won't do any more cutting down of our trees, I think, until the price for the wood chips is going to be better. So that's very much the logging is going to be a winter months thing. So we'll finish off this contract here. It gives us a chance to just kind of test out a bit of machinery, see you know, some fields and a bit of around the town. Get our heads around. That's a cool horse farm over there, isn't it? Wow, that's massive. We can dream. We can dream. Although, don't like horses. Like horses to look at, but wouldn't fancy trying to care for them and raise them and whatnot and breed them. So, reality or in-game. Yeah. So, what do we want to do today? Realistically, there's not masses for us at this point. It all depends, really, what we're going to do and how we're going to try and generate the money. I'm hoping that looking at our fields, we're going to be looking at probably next month now for the carrots and where we need to harvest. So we've got the tractor, we've got a trailer, we're going to have to lease some machinery. I know a lot of the vegetable machinery, it needs like 2 players, and you don't want to be using a AI for that, from my experience. There is, I think, one harvester that will basically is suitable for 1 player, and that's what we'll be looking to use. Oops, what have I selected there? I feel like this is there's a different signal on the GPS. I don't feel like that sound is common, and whether that's just because it's a track that I've not used before, and it's different in each tractor, I've just not noticed, or if there's a change in the game, which I hadn't noticed there had been any updates of any sorts. Okay. Yeah, if you have watched the first episode, and you're here again, thank you to start with. It's really, really grateful and humbling as always. I think we're up to like 88 people now on following the channel, which is, I think it's amazing. I think it's crazy. I can't get my head around the people have been willing and want to listen to me witter on aimlessly as I play this game. I think it's incredible. So thank you. 1st of January today. So first off, a happy new year to everyone. The last episode would go out today on the 1st of January, which is when I'm recording this. This won't come out probably land until the 2nd or 3rd of January, with the kind of rush of having to change the game completely from Hutan Pantai to this, and it being New Year's Eve when I did the recording. I genuinely and stupidly forgot to wish you all a happy new year, which is shocking. So apologies on my part there. However, in some other news, absolutely incredible. This channel is at a mention. It's not really a shout out, but it's a mention by Mr. Sealy P himself on his latest episode. Honest to goodness, I nearly fell off my chair. It's made my day, my week, and my month. Honestly, that guy. When I don't know, for those of you who do YouTube regularly and pay much attention to things, but you get they did the sort of Spotify thing this year where you have the Spotify most viewed and most listened to and all that sort of stuff, and YouTube did their version of it. I was in Mr. Sealy P's 0.02 top percentage of viewers, basically. So I'm clearly like a super fan. So to have Mr. Sealy P himself drop my channel name on his video, honestly, buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. I think it's Ricky that's done it, so who dropped him the line to say, have a look at this. I saw Midlife Simster doing it, and then Mr. Sealy P has had a go at it, and then he's credited me on his video. So amazing. Thank you, Ricky, and not that you'll ever listen to this from Sealy P, but thank you, Mr. Sealy P. Yeah, absolutely superb stuff. But in terms of this series now for us, let me know, where do you want it to go? What should we maybe look to do? Like I said, I don't want it to be Hutan Pantai version 2. I want to steer away from that, but the whole idea is we need to get some money together. An easy way for us to get money together is greenhouses, water buffalo because of the expense that or the profit you can make from their milk. I desperately want to do, like, water buffalo and dairy. That was the whole. That was what I was most excited about for this game, and we were just getting to the point in Hutan Pantai where that was going to be happening, and then obviously we had to give up because the file was corrupted and we just couldn't carry on. So yeah, please engage. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. I'm genuinely, there's not many of us on this community in this channel, are there? So if you tell me what you'd like to see, chances are, as long as I don't really hate the idea, I'll probably do it. So let me know. More than happy with that. It's what it's about, isn't it? So I think we'll get this done now today, and that'll basically be it for us. Maybe have a little pootle about the place just so I can get my head around a few things and places. When I spoke to the guys in the second cafe, and I can't remember if I mentioned this previously, but they were saying that there's a new, like, a museum somewhere in the town. I don't think it's open though, from the way they were talking, and because they're still looking to collect items of, like, local rarity from this area. So they said keep an eye out, because every time, like, if you find something in any of these sort of old abandoned sheds and stuff that are kicking around, and you think it might be of any use to the museum, of any interest, then grab hold of it, because they will pay handsomely for it, apparently, which is interesting. So have to keep our eyes peeled for some of those collectibles, I guess you could call them, or antiques. Let's have a look at this field. Does it show the weeding for us? It's weird, isn't it? It's like it's going, obviously it doesn't show it on the screen like that, but then we've got a ticking down, sorry, I should say, really, or ticking up, whichever way you want to look at it, in the top right hand corner of the screen there, showing that we are removing the weeds, but there's just no sign of them on there when you go into the start menu, which is a bit strange. So yeah, so don't know what to do really in terms of which direction to take this yet, but it's going to be interesting doing carrots, and then it's, what crop do I put back in? Do I put another crop of carrots in? Even on 22, I didn't really do any of the kind of root vegetables and stuff, so it would be interesting. I don't think there's masses of money to be made in them though, which is the problem. I'd like to do spinach, because I hadn't realised, but I think spinach is one of the crops that once you plant it, once it's in, so then all we're doing then is fertilizing and weeding, so that would make our life a lot easier. The issue then though is you've got to harvest spinach with an enormous harvester, which costs a disgusting amount of money, and that's money that we don't have. And even if we tried to then see if there was any other spinach farmers, like, looking for someone to harvest their field for them, I'm not sure it would do enough. I'll have a quick, when we come to the end of this row and I can come to a stop, I'll have a quick look online at the shop, and that farm is cool. Yeah, I'll have a quick look online. There we go. Excellent. At what the shop is saying at the moment for the spinach harvesters. Where are we? Spinach harvester. One option, 635,000. So it would cost us 32,000 as a basic effort. That's before we've harvested it. It's really slow. And then it's going to, per work hour, it's going to cost us an extra 13,000 for every work hour that we use the machine. I mean, that is not cheap, is it? I don't think there will be any at the moment, will there? That's a big field to harvest, though. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any spinach due at the moment. So, right, let's run this back to the shop. See Axel, maybe call him a thief. What he did to us in the first episode led me on a bit of a... took me down the path he did. He didn't really trick me, but he also maybe didn't help me as much as I thought he'd help me at times. But hey ho, we'll remember it. We won't forget. So we'll drop this off now. We've got the orange beast down at the shop to get around. I might try and nip into one of the other shops, cafes, just see what we've got in terms of contracts, any work kicking around. I guess I can just chuck this at the front, really. Just said to bring it back. It didn't really say where, so we'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. That's not Axel behind the desk, so I'm not gonna go and say hello today. Let's just have a quick mooch around here. Let's just see what we got. Hello. Yep, don't want to go to the bank. The less we involve ourselves with them, the better. Sorry. Ah, cool dairy. Moose. Big moose. Dairy. Okay. And they got something over there as well. Let's cross the line. So what's this? Is that the offices for the dairy, is it? Wow. It's a big business. Anything down here? No. Business access from the back there. Oh, nice grass field. And this would be another thing. Grass, you know, we could do a lot of stuff with grass. Nice and simple. Would turn us over a bit of money. Not masses, but could certainly make some relatively easy money. And it's going to grow a couple of times a year, so. Right, I'm going to have a little run around, try and find the local calf. I'm going to stick my head in, see if there's any work going. I'll catch up with you guys in a sec. So I was having a little wander around, came check out the warehouse actually. Kind of got myself a little bit lost, couldn't find the a cafe or anything around here. Was looking at the sawmill and hardware Bob's over there. Anyway, came into the warehouse and bumped into Walter. Explained that I just dropped off the weeding kit and the tractor back at the shop. He's really grateful for that. Said he's going to pay me later on, so I got no reason to doubt him. I'm fine with that. Asked if I had any other commitments, if I wanted a bit more work. He said he's got a pretty quick job, but I'd have to basically use my own machinery for it. So we kind of got talking about what it was. And he says he's got some issues over on a plot of land that he's got where he needs some rocks removed. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So I basically took the job on. He's willing to pay just under £3,000, which is great. But we've got to get our own equipment. So I gave Axel a call, but Axel wasn't there. He was a very helpful lady that I spoke to. Explained I was going to need something suitable, what I needed, and here we are. So I've leased the little New Holland here, and then we've got the rock breaker, but I also leased at the same time the stump grinder and our little load loader. Now, the load loader will not fit on to the orange beast. So, that's strange. But for a minute then. It looked like tyres weren't white on both sides. Oh, that does not sound healthy. So, we got to nip back to the farm. Go and get the Deutsche tractor. Bring that back down. I wonder if Walter would be okay with us using his tractor. No, he said no. I get up the farm. I'll grab our own kit and we'll go and get the work done. I'll see you back here. Okay, let's get this stuff sorted. So I think if we go and do the contract work first, that's only fair. Right, can I lower that then, please? Cool. Alright, let's jump in the little skid steer. I'd like to own one of these, but right now it's not where the priority is financially at all, is it? But basically, by doing the contract work, the way I kind of see it is I'm getting these for free when I hire them. It's work that I want to get done up the farm. Don't have to, but I want to. So, but I couldn't justify spending, you know, £3,000-4,000 on this equipment. No, I don't know what I'm doing, because that needs to stay on, because I need to actually go on here myself. Idiot. Cool little bit of kit. Yeah, right now couldn't justify spending that money. There we go. Whereas, oops. Yeah, if we as there's literally a reason to go and use this equipment on a nearby contract, we may as well. Right, let's get this off the ground. So where was it? Field. And by field 61, was it? Yeah. So we're going to come out here. Go across, we'll take the left, go across the big bridge. And then we'll take a right at 60 down there. And we're heading to this area. Bottom down there somewhere. Okay. Happy days. So yeah, hopefully, at the moment only playing it at speed 2. I'm going to jump around with the speeds. Some months it'll be speed 1, speed 2. Some months it'll be speed 5. Yeah, I literally ran past the cafe. Idiot. Yeah, it's all going to depend on what we got going on. So, but first month, just to give us a bit of a starter for 10 and a bit of a chance to get underway, running at speed 2, and then generally speaking, I like to play at sort of speed 3, speed 5. It's just some months you've got so much to get done, that's not going to be feasible. So, and as well, in 2020 I used to play a lot of like 2-day months. I quite preferred that. First time there. But yeah, I think for this series, I'm just going to try and keep it at 1 day a month, and we'll just vary the timings. This is a nice area, isn't it? These are some nice fields. Wow. This should be cool. It should be really nice having something down here. Right, so the way he described, it is all the way down there. Now we don't have to remove any of the stone, he said, so as long as it just gets broken up, be left to it. So there we are, he said it'd be marked. So, cool, okay. We'll lower that down, take the straps off, lock the engine off on this beast, on our Deutz. I don't know why I didn't think about this at the shop. I should have really put the log. Whoa. Basically put this one on the low loader and then come equipped with the stone crusher. Hey, never mind. Oh, I've got it on the wrong side. Well, hopefully if I can just sneak past, it won't cause too much damage to these crops and no one will say anything. Yeah, it's not even damaging them, it's so light. Such a light machine. Perhaps we don't own them, so it doesn't affect it. Right, so how do we use this then? Unfold, excellent. Turn on. Cool. I'm ready. Whoa. That's a cool graphic, isn't it? Come on then. Nice. It doesn't leave any stones, so that's fine. No work for us to do there. On to the next one. I can't remember. When you said, I think it was 5. Whoops, bit too far. Got a sensitive swing arm on this as well. Nice bit of kit in here though. Getting used to these controls. Excellent. One off to our right straight away with that. Well, like a little cluster, this is very easy. Smash. Come on. Oops. Excellent. I do like that striking motion. I think that's brilliant. And then finally, we have this one. Oops. Nice. Right, unfold that. Put up so we can see what we're doing here. Over this rough ground. Noisy engine. That'll do. Nope, it's done the wrong thing. Raise you up. Back we go. Right, I'll see you at the farm. Right, so here we are back at the farm. I meant to have a little look at one of our neighbouring fields as we came past, and I completely forgot. I was going to have a look at this field. I wonder how long. Only because it's a little bit of a distance, but just it's full of weeds. Good, that's a good start. It has got some fertilizer in it. Okay. Just wondering if we're going to end up having to lease a machine. 67,000. Comes with some land. We're going to need to go and check that land out, I think. It might be worth, if we can find a way of buying that and leasing our vegetable harvester. I think it does show online, and when I looked at it earlier, it'll do both carrots. Yeah, well. But it's going to cost us a small fortune to hire, as again is the problem. It's not a fast machine. 5,000 plus 2,000 per hour. So we need another 17,000. Well, we've got... I'd send text to Walter. Collect these. So that's another 7,500 there. Yeah, we're still a little bit short. Still a little bit short. Anywho, let's not waste any more time, because we'll end up getting charged by Axel and his cronies in the shop. Oops, forgot to lower it, didn't I? For the extra time. So let's get this job done. So hang about. Off you come. There you go. Gosh, really sensitive, I'm sorry. Come on then, let's get rid of this rock outside the front of the house, which will open up the path through then, which will be nice. Again, in fairness to, I call them, give him a bit of stick, but Axel and the guys down in the shop did say I didn't have to run this stuff back. They were happy if, as long as I'd have the loader on the driveway, they'd come and get it for us, which would make life a lot easier. Question is, do we get rid of this or do we leave it as a feature? I think we leave it as a feature. I think it's much better with that feature than without. So we'll leave that. Cool. Let's chuck this back on. Back here and then swap the implements around. Fold that. Okay, and detach. And then get our stump grinder hooked up. Now there will be a stump around here, won't there, from the first tree that we cut. Question is, can I find it? Where was it? Is it more over here somewhere? I just don't remember where it was. Let's have a look at the farm. Okay. It's just... I'm probably staring right at it and I just can't see it. Anyway, okay. Never mind. Pick it up with the lights off this thing. Nothing obvious. We just went over it. No, I'm seeing things again, I think. Go on then. Let's go into these ones over here. At least we know where they are. Whoops. Hit the feature that I just demanded that we left behind. Let's go into first person for this, I think. So, nothing to do, just turn it on. Angle it like so, and then we should just be able to didn't think it was going to work then. Come on. Yes. I thought I was going to have a bit of a moment then and not go. Oh. Excellent. Simple as that. It's a lot of money, and see, you know, just for those couple of little things, that would have been a lot of money for us. And you could argue, well, okay, well, you still spent it because I haven't got the money from the contract I did for Walter, but yeah, completely true, obviously, but it also means we haven't paid to do the things that we wanted to do, so I'm fine with it. Right, okay, I'm just going to leave this here. We'll set the struts back across them. Hook this up. Maybe we'll just see if we can't put it into here just to make their lives a little easier. Nice, drop that off there. What I do like is that we've got, you know, a way of keeping all of our machinery all at the same place. Yeah, okay, we could do with a nice shed and things like that, but right now this is definitely going to do. So, okay, that's the end of the first day. Let's call it a day and head into September and see where that brings us. That wasn't the best sleep I've ever had, not gonna lie. Even though it's only kind of August, September, it's not particularly cold. It's not the most insulated house I've ever slept in, but hey ho, it's all good. Ah, okay, good. I didn't realise, but either Axel or some of the guys and girls who work down in the shop there have been up and collected the stuff, so that's good. All of our equipment's still here, so always a bonus that nothing's been nicked. Right, so let's have a little look at let's have a look online. Let's see what's in the shop at the moment. Baler, can't use that. That would be cool. I love a good utility vehicle, but it's just not for us at the moment, is it? Just got no. I mean, it's only $6,000. That would be so cool for running around, wouldn't it? I mean, you know, massive waste of money for us, but that'd be so cool. You see, oh no, let's have a look online here at the shop, because the one thing that was standing out in the shop when I was talking to Axel when I first arrived with the pickups, that's £45,000 for a brand new pickup. Which isn't much good to us, is it? And what we really actually need is something like this. This is what I would really like to get my hands on. It'd be great as a flatbed, and then, you know, if we could buy the tipper option as well. Be real nice. Really helpful as well for the forestry stuff. If we were going to start chopping trees down and not chipping it, could potentially use this as a bit of a starting point. Anyway, we're in daydream land now, aren't we? What's the point? Let's get on with it, mids. Come on. Let's have a little think. Right, today should be the day. It should be the day. There we are, ready to harvest. So, we're going to need to try and deal with these. How we go about doing that is very much open for discussion. Let me just run back to whichever vehicle is closest. Let's hop in. Got in through the British side of the car then, didn't I? Didn't think about that. I just want to go and check something. So we've got 56,000 in the bank. It isn't enough because we're going to need to lease some equipment. But there's a definite opportunity here. Pretty sure I'll just put over by here. No one's going to mind too much if I'm out of the way. The red beet is ready to harvest. It's quite a nice sized field as well, isn't it? It's all crop, there's no messing around. And then we can come down here behind the sell point. And we'd have all this. And we could clear this out. And extend the field. Potentially. Whoops. There's a tree there, mate. You may want to not run into that. You know, there's a lot of tree down here for us to play around with. It's a lot of work because they're horrible trees to have to try and process and clear out. But I'm not against the idea. Wonder if Wonder if we can make anything work. Yeah, definite food for thought. Let me know what you think, whether we should look to buy this field or look to get in with the carrots. My gut feeling is I'd like to buy it. And that would give us a second crop field, but maybe we should do it next year. I don't know. We got a busy day ahead of us, but it's going to take an awful lot of work. And I think we're going to have to call it a day there. So look, if you are still here and you haven't already done so, please do give this video a like and a subscribe. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.